Very good question. Where are the people? Most cement plants now are highly digitized. Okay? Very good question. Because we used to see people on the planes checking stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's all done digitally. They have an outside monitoring company, which cut the staff, an outside contractor that monitors the stuff through the cloud. So everything is monitored through the cloud. So that's why you don't see like people on the scaffolds and running around what we used to see. It's all in the cloud, outsourced company. So that brought us another question. Who are looking at the reports? Because if the county, the city, the federal are trusting an outside source to do it through the cloud, I mean, I'm sure they're doing their job, but who's watching the store? Who, you know?
And are they employing anybody in the community, or is it just all outside?
See, that's another thing to figure out. Is there training to get people from local here to be working in the plant or some type of job? They probably have one or two people monitoring the board.
Security guys.
Yeah, and everything else going through the cloud.
Or someone probably in a different part of the world just monitoring it.
That's what it is, yeah. And so these companies now, the monitoring companies, we're gonna walk back the other way. I want to show you this cool picture though.
I just think it's just the fact that they're already in the community, they're causing many different nuisances towards the community. And like, especially with the artwork, it makes it feel kind of what you're saying, that like it's endorsed by the community wants this, rather than like you see the community's not outside. They're not outside because they don't have anything out here to do. They don't have a place to be. Everything's been inhabited by others and outsiders, rather than trying to embrace them and have things that they actually want. So just trying to find a way to actually have a capacity to embrace the community and actually listen to the community needs and what the community actually wants to uplift themselves, and be able to find other ways through, whether it's a community building where they're able to like gather together or something, and also getting rid of or finding a happy medium with these nuisances and all these other issues that are coming on from the city, from outside companies, that most of this, like the cement is not even probably benefiting them. They're probably not even getting like extra cement delivered to their doorstep. So like where's the benefit to our community?
I think that should be a question that we should ask now, or put as pre-development or any company that goes into a community. What is the community anticipated to benefit? What percentage are you willing to? But obviously that they'll say it will put
Economic revenue or something.
It will change the entire economy. But we can still have responsible capitalism that supports communities all the way. Even talking about public health, having a cement plant next to communities, that's a way of killing them and destroying them.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about the fact that like this exact situation is what land use law is sort of nominally designed to prevent, and at least in white communities it certainly works as intended. But I mean, this is also by design. You know, they didn't really care like that they were putting the industrial uses right across, with like one park buffering all of the residential and the houses. So I think that as like the money is continuing to flow into Overtown, and there's all of this like redevelopment interest, and there's a lot of community development talk, there needs to be some attention on like how do we like dismantle this, or like make it like less hazardous over time.
Yeah, it's like it's like a continual thing where they want the black people to adapt to the situation. We're going to bring this in, you're adaptable, but they refuse to adapt to the black people and their own community and what the black community wants, and what people of color, any minorities, or low income, any type of vulnerable community, they refuse to let them and adapt to what their needs are. So I feel like that's just an issue of changing the mindset of how they approach it, instead of just imposing something. Include us in the conversation.
We have read the Color of Law, or we are in the midst of reading it. So you used to think maybe it's just happening from nowhere, but this is designed to be this way, and we fall into the system that way. It's time to really unravel it and see how we can put everything in a place where we want, affordable housing that is not going to be contaminated in a year or two, and that is properly constructed for Miami environment and hurricane proof, or not an illusion that we're getting you up there when in a year or two that same development is disintegrating, and it's got nothing to do with certain communities are not able to preserve particular wealth or particular standards of living. We just have to be in a place where we understand there's only one race in the universe. And what is that race? The human race.
The human race, yeah, there's only one race. The human race.
Yeah, the human race. So when you talk